फ्लाइटमा जाँदैछौँ अब हेलो गाइस, हामी चाहिँ फाइनली इजिप्ट आइपुगिसकेका छौँ र यो चाहिँ अलेक्जेन्ड्रियाको एयरपोर्ट हो। हामी हाम्रो साथीहरूलाई कुरिरहेका छौँ। उहाँहरू निस्किनु भएको छैन। हाम्रो एकजना अमेरिकाको बात भन्ने साथी आउनुभएछ। हामी दुईजना अहिले यहाँ कुरिरहेछौँ। अलिक चिसो भइरहेछ। रातिको 1 बज्न लागिसकेको छ यहाँको स्थानीय समय अनुसार। हामी एयरपोर्टको वरिपरि चाहिँ यसरी समय बिताइरहेका छौँ र हाम्रो साथीहरूलाई पर्खिरहेका छौँ। अब हामीले थाहा पाएअनुसार हामी बस्ने होटल चाहिँ यहाँदेखि अझै 1 घन्टा ड्राइभ गरेर जानुपर्ने हुन्छ। त्यस कारणले आज सुत्न पाइएला जस्तो छैन। तर एकदम हामी खुसी छौँ। राति भए पनि यसरी झिलिमिली छ, एकदम रमाइलो छ। अफ्रिका देश पनि एकदम हराभरा रहेछ भन्ने कुरा अलिकति यहाँ आएपछि देखियो। एकदम रमाइलो छ। अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ यो चाहिँ तपाईहरु फुटबलर मोहम्मद मसालालाई चिन्नुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ ऊ जन्मेको देश हो। अनि म एकदम एक्साइटेड छु। अनि ऊ एकदम राम्रो फुटबल खेलाडी हो। लामो समय लिभरपुलको मुख्य खेलाडी भएर बिताएको मोहम्मद मसाला एकदमै चर्चित, विश्वमै चर्चित खेलाडी हो र उसको देश यो इजिप्ट हो। हामी चाहिँ यति बेला अलेक्जेन्ड्रिया भन्ने ठाउँमा छौँ, इजिप्टको मिश्र देश। अनि यो हामीलाई कन्फ्युज भइरहेछ, खजुरको बोट भनेर हेरेको फेरि होइन, एकदम सानो सानो फलेको छ। अनि हामीलाई चाहिँ एकदम कन्फ्युज भइरहेछ। तर हेरौँ अब हामी एकदम इन्जोय गरिरहेछौँ। अनि यो पनि पाएका छौँ हामीले। यो भित्र के छ हेर्नु बाँकी छ। हेरौँ अब के हुन सक्छ। हेलो सर के को रुख रही हो? ए रुम नजिक हो। यो पल्लो घरमा चाहिँ हाम्रो दाजुभाइहरू बस्नुभएको छ, पुरुष दाजुभाइहरू, र हामी यतापट्टि चाहिँ महिला दिदीबहिनीहरू बसेका छौँ। अनि यो चाहिँ म बस्ने रुम हो, रुम नम्बर 16 रहेको छ। र यो इजिप्सियन भाषामा के भनेछ म थाहा छैन, यस्तो लेखेको छ। हामी गेट बाहिरबाट निस्केर यसो बाहिर घुम्न निस्केका छौँ। अत्यन्तै सुन्दर छ, मौसम खुलेको छ। अनि विजय सर अगाडि जाँदै हुनुहुन्छ। अत्यन्तै सुन्दर हो हेर्नु त, यता घरहरू रहेछन्। हाम्रो नेपालको जस्तै रहेछ यो हेर्नु। खोत्रे न खोत्रे बाइकहरू कुदाउँदो रहेछ नि त यहाँ नि है। ल अहिले चाहिँ हामी यस्तो ठाउँमा आइपुगेको छौँ, अत्यन्तै सुन्दर छ। ल हेर्नुहोस्, धेरै सुन्दर देखेको छ। आज मौसम पनि खुलेको छ अनि यस्तो रहेछ सजाउ। अनि खजुरको बोटहरू पनि छन् ठाउँमा फलेको रहेछ, तर अहिले सिजन होइन जस्तो लाग्यो। यो कति सुन्दर छ हेर्नु न। कति सुन्दर ल। झन् हेरे झन् राम्रो छ। थरीका फुलहरू यस्तो हुनेछ। हेर्नुहोस्, यस्तो सुन्दर फुलहरू मिक्स गरेको। Ethiopia versus Nepal. Nepal side Vijay Manandar. And Ethiopia player's name, please.
Abhishek.
Oh, Abhishek.
Binu Bini from Nepal and the brother from Ethiopia. Now it's an international competition.
हामी इजिप्टको अलेक्जेन्ड्रियाको बजारमा आएका थियौँ। अनि हाम्रो टोलीहरू यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ, दुईवटा गाडीमा हामी आयौँ। आउने इच्छा हुनेहरू जति यहाँ आएका थियौँ र हामी जम्मा हुँदैछौँ, फर्किँदैछौँ र फर्किनको लागि सबैजना यहाँ जम्मा हुने क्रममा छौँ हामी। र हाम्रो यो इजिप्टको अलेक्जेन्ड्रिया सहरमा छौँ हामी। विजय सर भिडियो खिच्ने क्रममा हुनुहुन्छ। अत्यन्तै सुन्दर सहर यस्तो छ है। अनि आज यतातिर यस्तो बोट बिरुवाहरू छन्। यो अफ्रिकामा पर्छ, तथापि मरुभूमि भए तापनि यहाँ चाहिँ एकदम हरियाली, रुखहरू रोपेर एकदम सुन्दर बनाएको रहेछ। हामी बस्ने घरहरू, हाम्रो बस्ने ठाउँहरू चाहिँ एकदम शान्त छ, यस्तो धेरै हल्ला छैन, एकदम सुरक्षित पनि छ। सायद आजको दिन लागि सुन्दर हुनेछ। हामी जाने ठाउँहरू म्युजियम घुम्न लागिरहेछौँ है। यहाँबाट यस्तो देखिन्छ। र हामी चाहिँ यो म्युजियममा अहिले घुम्न आएका छौँ अनि ग्राइको रोमन म्युजियम रे यसको नाम चाहिँ। हाम्रो सबैजना साथीहरू चाहिँ फोटो खिच्नलाई एकदम व्यस्त हुनुहुन्छ।
The station in which we worked a very big, a very hard heads Alexander, in which artist called the Lysippus. Okay, this is in which is depended on his method to sculpture to Alexander with the passos. Okay, which is dependent on the okay for
यो चाहिँ मुसाको टाइमको भन्नु भएन सर, यो मुसाको टाइमको कार्पेट भन्नु भएन। यो चाहिँ मुसाको टाइमको कार्पेट हो। यो चाहिँ धेरै धनी मान्छेहरूको मात्रै यस्तो हुन्छ अरे। त्यो समयको चाहिँ यस्तो थियो खानाकुराहरू।
कभी शेयर कभी हो
सर यो स्ट्याचुहरूको टाउको चाहिँ किन नभएको भन्नुभयो?
यो टाउकोमा चाहिँ खासमा यो मूर्तिहरूमा सबभन्दा गरुङको भाग हो है। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि यो चाहिँ प्रायः फुट्ने त्यो गऱ्यो भने यो चाहिँ बिग्रेको अरे पछि चाहिँ बिस्तारै जोड्ने पनि काम गर्छ भनेर चाहिँ यहाँनिर
बुझेरै साध्यै रहेनछ सर।
Cairo से जो Alexandria
नील गड रे
हजुर
नील गड रे क्या यहाँ
उसको रे ए
त्यतिखेर समयमा पनि अब त्यसपछि अर्को राजापछि अर्को
ए भनेपछि सबै पानी मुनि राखेको छ यो चाहिँ नाइल नदी हो
खोजेर खोजेर निकाल्दैछ अरे त्यो निकालेर ल्याएर राख्दैछ
ए चाहिँ जहाज रहेछ जहाजभित्र विभिन्न सामानहरू छन् पुरानो कोइनहरू
Egypt and Alexandria only. All of the Roman period using another coins, okay? But having the city picture to the emperor, okay? This is used in example.
हामी फर्किन लागेको छौँ अब चाहिँ म्युजियमबाट निस्केर यहाँको घरहरू हो यो एकदम जाम भइरहेको छ ढुङ्गाको बनेको छ यसको ठ्याक्कै नाम के हो मलाई पनि थाहा छैन तर अचम्म छ यहाँ है त्यस्तो छ अब के भन्नु
But for this age gap, we didn't leave them empty-handed, and I'm gonna tell you where do they go. Now, when they go in downstairs, they can study on these desks, as you can see, using their own sketches or laptops. But they can also use the library's computers if they don't have some of their own. So we offer over 200 computers connected to the internet, and we give them access to 20 databases. Not only the library's database, but other organizations that we have agreements with, such as Cambridge and Oxford, and all of that is completely for free for them. Now, for order them to use these computers, they need to have a membership. For example, a membership for an organization. You're gonna find always information about that place, opening hours, collaborations, and activities. But I want to tell you about the offsites. What are the offsites? Well, the library.
यो सबै चाहिँ यहाँको लाइब्रेरी हो र यो चाहिँ माथि जुन चाहिँ यस्तो बनाएको छ यो चाहिँ आँखाको उ अरे यो ब्लू र निलो कलर चाहिँ हाम्रो यो जमिनको पृथ्वीको वनस्पतिसँग मिल्दोजुल्दो बनाएको र यो चाहिँ एकदम वैज्ञानिक छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ आज प्रस्तुत भएको छ। हामी यो म्युजियमबाट बाहिर निस्केर उता आएका छौँ र यो ठाउँ चाहिँ सम्भवतः यहाँ लेखेको छ यसको नाम फ्यान भन्दो रहेछ है। सुन्दर छ, यति सुन्दर छ। अत्यन्तै सुन्दर छ। तल समुद्र निलो हेर्न सकिन्छ हेर्नुहोस्। हेर्नुहोस् है कति राम्रो छ कति सुन्दर हाम्रो साथीहरू हुनुहुन्छ यहाँ चाहिँ कति सुन्दर है
On the left hand is the French consulate, and next to it the statue for the unknown soldier, and after that on the left is Alexandria court.
एउटा आधा आधा माछा बाहिर चाहिँ अत्यन्तै सुन्दर छ यस्तो छ यहाँ हामी बसेको देखेको
Flags in the world, they are square, I think. And this is the only flag in Nepal. It represents the mountain, like Himalaya. If you put like this, it looks like a Himalaya. And we believe that until the sun and moon are there, Nepal will be there.
फाइनली हामी चाहिँ आज एउटा होटलमा आएका छौँ अलेक्जेन्ड्रियाको होटल हो विजय सर हामी कहाँ जाँदैछौँ
हामी एउटा उँटको मासु
हामी जाँदैछौँ यो होटलको नाम त थाहा छैन तर मलाई यहाँको मन नपरेको कुरा चाहिँ टुरिस्टहरूको लागि भए पनि इङ्ग्लिसमा पनि राख्नु पर्थ्यो कि हरेक कुराहरू चाहिँ आफ्नो उमा राख्ने रहेछ यता यस्तो छ सो हेर्दै जानु होला हामी देखाउँछौँ फाइनल्ली हामी अलेक्जेन्ड्रिया छोड्दैछौँ र आज हामी काइरो जाँदैछौँ सो हाम्रो सबै टिमहरू चाहिँ बसमा एकदम रमाइलो गरिरहेको छौँ अनि ब्यागहरू त्यहाँ राखेका छौँ हामी सबैजना छौँ यहाँ सो हामी खेतीपाती रहेछ यो चाहिँ हेर्नुहोस् के हो खै गाउँ जस्तै देखिन्छ गाउँ होला सायद
About ancient Egypt, even I studied the ancient Egyptian language. So I will teach you today how to read hieroglyphic when we visit the museum. Okay, so we'll have some hieroglyphic lessons, and I'm Egyptian and I was born here in Cairo, so we can talk about modern Egypt as well, compromise ancient Egypt and modern Egypt. So I'm heading directly now to Giza pyramids. It's a short drive from here, and we are really lucky to have our tour today on Friday, because Friday is a day off and a holiday, so no heavy Yugoslavia called T2 in 1960s gave him a solid gold cigarette box.
यो बसमा आयौँ एलेक्जेन्ड्रियाबाट चाहिँ हामी काइरो आएका छौँ सो अब हामी यतातिर जाँदैछौँ हामी गिजामा आइपुगेका छौँ फाइनल्ली यहाँ यस्तो रहेछ यो द ग्रेट गेट भनेर यहाँ भनेको छ
Inside, yes, once you get the tickets and passing before the checkpoint, then we scan the ticket. When you put the ticket, when change the color to green, that means
हामी यो भित्र अब प्रवेश गर्दैछौँ हाम्रो टिकट्स चेक हुँदैछ यहाँ यो बसमा जाँदैछौँ हामी बसमा आएर फेरि चढेर जानुपर्ने रहेछ कति मिटरसम्म जानुपर्ने थाहा छैन हामी यसरी जाँदैछौँ है पिरामिडमा फेरि यहाँ आएर भित्र आएर चाहिँ अर्को बस चढेर जानुपर्ने रहेछ
ساعة الصباح مش كان معاك وانت بعد اذن حضرتك
माथि टुप्पामा सुनको गजुर जस्तै थियो अरे माथि छोपेको तर त्यो चाहिँ चोरी भयो भन्ने कुरा छ काइरोको पर्फ्युमहरू किन्ने ठाउँहरू रहेछ यस्तो पाइन्छ अनि यहाँ सबै एकदमै इजिप्सियन अनि अरबियन दुई किसिमको तर ओरिजिनल पर्फ्युमहरू पाइने रहेछ उयोहरू पनि रहेछ
So from one stem we can actually make a whole sheet like this. Now we have already cotton parts and we cut the part according to the size that we need. First we have to remove the outer green skin like this. Now this part is very hard and flexible and very hard to cut, so they use this part to make it different things. Hats, carpets, sandals, pots and baskets. You know Moses' basket? That was made out of this. The inner part, that's the most important part, contains water, fibers and sugar. We cut this part in slices also like this, but we got a problem that it's spongy, thick and breakable sometimes like this, so we can't make paper out of this. We fix it by using the rolling pin to squeeze the water out, and also we need to break the fibers. Like this until you got a thinner, flexible and more strong slice. We adding the slices in the water for 6 days, and we have to change the water every day to reduce the amount of sugar. If we need the light paper like this, we will only put the slices 6 days. But look at the brown paper like this one with akhenaten, that gives more antique look, it's more like wood, so we need to add it more days, 12 or 15 days until we got the color that we need. By the way, they are the same quality but just different in colors. Between these two carpets, we will arrange the slices in a horizontal and vertical waves, like this. And try not to leave any spaces between them, because the remaining amount of sugar inside the slices will act as a natural glue. The slices will stick naturally without adding anything else. We don't need to add any chemicals or even natural glue, we just need to wave it like this. And so on, until we finish the whole sheet by the same way. But of course that the ancient Egyptians didn't use this type of carpets, they have something else. Anyone can guess what they use? Skin? That's right, skin of the animals, right? That's right. Until we finish the whole sheet by the same way. Then we have to put the carpets another 6 days under the press machine. We need to press it and we need to change the carpets also every day. Can you guess instead of this machines what they use?
Rock.
That's right. They need something heavy to press it, so they put it between two heavy rocks. After 6 days under the press machine, that's exactly the sheet of paper. What we got. This paper is very strong and flexible and very natural. To know the original paper, we just need to put it here up, excuse me, against the light. So you all can see the horizontal and the vertical waves. This is not like the fake one that people sell in the streets in a very cheap price, the other one made from the banana leaves. When you put it against the lights, you will not see anything. Just one wave, horizontal or vertical. That one can just freeze for 1 month or 2 maximum, because actually it has a lot of chemicals inside it. This paper can really use for 1,000 years. The paper doesn't affected by anything. Light, air, water, nothing. The fibers on the paper hold the colors to be absorbed easy, so even the colors will be still the same even after 1,000 years. That's how they made the paper. That's the difference between the fake and the original. I will just talk with you now quickly about the main scenes that we have here in Egypt. Then you will take a look around free, okay? You will get the 360 days, and there is 5 more main days added to the end of the year, considered as a holidays back to the main gods: Isis, Osiris, Horus, Nephthys, Thoth. So the total you will get 365 days. In the middle, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You can see all the zodiac signs in the middle. Actually, this is my favorite one, because in the beginning you just see circles, you know the story behind it. And this scene is not done yet. The scientists still make research about it till now, and every 1 year or 2 years they still discover something new about it. This is the real astrology, and it's really hard to explain everything in the middle.
Usually we see in this house 3 generations: the grandfather, the grandparents, children, and the grandchildren. And here the legal age to get married 18 for boys and girls. In the city, it is not easy to get married. Accommodation is very expensive. But here in the countryside, it is much easier, because many don't go to university, just they do the family business, farming, and they can get married at the age of 18. The result, as they get married at young age, they have big families. The grandfather at the age of 40, 40 plus, and the average number of children in the countryside, 5 children. So 2.5 million people born every year, 500,000 die. So every year, 2 million. Four children a minute. So imagine how many have been born since we met each other.
20 लाखमा 5,000 चाहिँ मर्ने छ 5 लाख सबै घरमा एकदम धेरै यो विश्वको जस्तो एन्टिना छ ल हेर्नुहोस् पुरै अनि यहाँको घरहरुमा चाहिँ एकदम पुरानो टिभीहरु पनि रहेछ हामीले देखाएको गरेको एउटा घरमा कम्तीमा 10-20 वटा एन्टिना छन्
Twice. You know how? Because there is an island. We are going to cross from the west bank to the island. So you will see here it is narrow. And then from the island to the east bank, it is much wider. So the Nile here looks like a channel. Because of the island, the Nile is divided around the island. So you see on that island is the highest building in Cairo. That's called the Cairo Tower. The Nile. You see that reddish building with a dome? That's the Egyptian Museum or the Cairo Museum, and that museum is about 120 years old. 120 years old is the building. And the opening of the museum was in 19 1902. So it took them about 10 years to build that museum. So we still have treasures and masterpieces. So our tour is
भवहर चाहिँ 97बाट सुरु भएर 1901 मा सम्पन्न भएको रहेछ। यो
naked before the queen came laugh. I know that was very cruel, but that happened 3,500 years ago. If you want to see the guy who was buried inside, and this is the heavy lead that was used to seal this sarcophagus. And when you look, you see him, the dead on one side. Would you please look at the other side after taking picture?
Thanks, Binu. Sorry. It's the other side thing.
You see one naked man on one side, and on the other side you see a naked woman. Right? 2,000 years old, and the color is original. It was plated with gold, so it's a layer of gold. And before adding this gold layer, we added wet layer of plaster, wet plaster. So any sarcophagus we look at now is empty, but there was a coffin inside. They are all empty except this one. Would you please look inside this one? Yeah, but this is heavy. So the heavy lead is about 2 tons. This is about 2 tons. 2 tons to seal. So no bacteria, no harmful factor.
त्यो पहिला पहिलाको चिहानहरू
Yes. Yeah.
My lad's touch.
You have now, already.
I have now.
Today.
That means, yeah, still alive. That means still alive. Yes. And you can see the living world outside. So this is 2,000 years old wood. This is the original color. So here are semi-precious stones. That's the only queen, the noble died, he killed the servants and they buried. Later they changed that. Instead of killing people, we had ceremonial servants like here. And this reminds me of the Maricopa statues in China. Here we are looking at the oldest ever known hairdresser in the world. And sure, it's good to be queen. Can you see, they are milking the cow and they offer her fresh milk. And she is holding a mirror
enjoying the drink at the same time the hairdresser is working hard.
Original painting?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, 4,000 years old.
So there is a question how it is preserved. The color has no chemicals.
No
For
chemicals.
example, the red color, that is red ochre, extracted from the desert. They grind and they mix it with egg white, glue, and water. And they expose to the sun to dry. After that, when after they bake it and after they finish, they cover the color with a layer of beeswax. So they seal the color. The white, it is gypsum. The black is carbon. We have as well yellow ochre in Egypt.
बढी छ होइन ए यो 4,000 वर्ष पुरानो यो के को रहेछ यो दुई हजार वर्ष पुरानो बाघ छ
2000 वर्ष भयो
कुन चाहिँ छ
यो बाँदर
बाँदर
यो पनि 2025 को दिवस हो
कुकुर रहेछ नि यो चाहिँ सर अनि यिनीहरू सर I'm not sure
So
about this.
over 2,000 years, and that is crocodile is 4,000 years.
साँच्चीकै यसरी राखेको चाहिँ यो सबै कफी नै कफिन छ भनेको यहाँ चाहिँ सबै चियानै चियान कफिन बक्स चियान बक्स राख्ने चाहिँ बक्स छ चियान राखेको बक्सहरू लगभग 2000देखि लिएर 4000 भन्दा बढी वर्षदेखिको चिहानहरू चाहिँ डेथ बडी सहितको यहाँ चाहिँ छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ हामीले थाहा गरेको छौँ सबभन्दा ठुलो यो म्युजियमको मूर्ति चाहिँ यहाँ छ भनेर भन्नुभएको छ उहाँले
यतिखेरको मान्छेहरूले लगाउने चप्पल
3100 वर्ष अगाडिको मान्छेहरूले लाउने चप्पल यस्तो थिएछ यस्तो चप्पल लगाइन्छ के को चप्पल होला नि सर यो
And on the other side, yeah, mix and match and things like that.
यो चाहिँ सपिङ गर्नुको लागि पहिलाको मान्छेहरूको यसमा किनमेल गरेर जानुहुन्थ्यो अरे यो चाहिँ साँच्चीकै यो देशभरि हेर्नुहोस् ए यहाँ चाहिँ श्रीमान र उतापट्टि यता अघि तपाईँले हेर्नु भएको छ है श्रीमतीको यो चाहिँ यो बाथरुमकै कचौरा हो कि के हो सर यस्तो रहेछ ल यस्तो खालको लान्थे झन् उनीहरूले आफ्नो कानमा लुर्कन अनि त्यो पनि कानमा होला
कति भिड क्या मान्छे
मात्रै हो कि के हो नि सर कुन चाहिँ सर सुनै सुन पहिलाको राजाहरूले लगाउने सुनहरू यस्तो रहेछ
是凉性，我们把它 mesh 的，就这个做凉性的，
सानाहरू चलाउने छन्
就是搓油啊，
भने 3000 4000 वर्ष अगाडिको मान्छेले प्रयोग गर्ने सामानहरू हो बाटो छ गुड मर्निङ सबैजनालाई अहिले चाहिँ हामी इजिप्टको काइरो एयरपोर्टबाट कतार आइपुगेका छौँ अनि कतारबाट हामी हाम्रो प्लेन कुदिरहेका छौँ सुविधा सम्पन्न ठाउँहरू छन् बसेर फोनहरू चार्ज गर्न मिल्छ अनि यहाँ धेरै मान्छेहरू यात्रामा भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि निन्द्रा नपुगेको कारणले सुत्नलाई अलिकति सजिलो ठाउँ पनि छ तर अलिक उता छ अहिले चाहिँ म तपाईँहरूलाई देखाउन सक्दिनँ सो यति धेरै विकास भएको छ कतार जहाँ हाम्रो धेरै नेपालीहरू काम गर्न आउनुहुन्छ यो ठाउँमा सायद आज कति धेरै फर्किँदै हुनुहुन्छ होला हामीसँग कतारको एयरपोर्टमा हेर्नुहोस् है यसरी सुत्न मिल्ने पनि सुविधा छ रहेछ यहाँ धेरै मान्छे यात्रामा हुन्छ अनि सुत्न पाउँदैन अनि यसरी सुत्छन् अनि यहाँ चाहिँ टोइलेटमा तातो पानी चिसो पानीको व्यवस्था छ अब यस्तो सुविधाजनक देशहरू भएका छन् होइन टोइलेटमा पनि तातो चिसो पानी उपलब्ध छ अनि एयरपोर्टमा पनि सुत्न मिल्ने ठाउँ छ भनेपछि कति सुविधाजनक होला मान्छेहरू यसरी हिँड्दाखेरि पनि यहाँ लिफ्ट छ यसरी लिफ्टमा बाटो हिँड्न मान्छेहरू लिफ्टमा पनि हिँडिरहेछन् उनीहरू हतार भएर फाइनली हामी नेपाल आएका छौँ